What's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, all the beautiful people here. Today, we're just going to be diving into AI, folks. We're going to be looking into how to set up a Midjourney account in your Discord, how to make it a little bit more private, and then just messing around with some AI apps. If y'all have questions along the way, feel free to ask. This is an AI focused video. So, again, let us know what information that you have. We'll be checking out different websites, checking out some different tools that are out there as well, and just overall having an absolute blast. So I hope y'all are having a fantastic day as always, folks. Let me say hello to some beautiful people here real quick. We got Hexkin Lost in Asia, the Pothead. We got Checks My Pulse. We got Academaciated, Stevie Summertime, Breezy, 151, Prospector. Much love, y'all. Much love to every single one of you. Again, today we're diving into just going about setting up good old AI stuff and having some fun with the AI creations as well. So let me just pause this. There we go. Cool. Give me 1 second here. Let's get started and get started right with. There it goes. Cool. Right here. So the very first thing that you want to do in order to actually make some AI art, if y'all are wondering how to make AI art for yourself, if you're wondering how to actually get stuff done, you're welcome to actually join this conversation. Leave a comment down below what information that you're looking for on the AI platform and AI services, as I'd much love to help every single one of you out. So what we actually have, whoops, let me stop sharing that and share this one instead. There we go. Cool. So what we actually have is going to be this right here. Now, the very first step that you would need to do to get started with generating text to image AI software is actually create a Midjourney or Discord account. So you're going to want to go to discord.com/invite/Midjourney. That'll be the very first step. And what it will do is it will prompt you to go ahead and actually create an account over on Discord. So you can see you would click accept invite. Now in this scenario, I've already got my Midjourney account set up. So when you first hook up your Midjourney account, the very first thing that you're going to do is see this information for this page, and this is going to allow you to get started on it all. Now, what I do is actually keep all of this a little bit more personal. So you can see, of course, everyone's creations. If you actually come over here to Newbies 53, if you're looking for some prompts, some ideas, that kind of stuff, you're welcome to go in here and dive in and see what information they have. But what I do is actually click on this little Midjourney bot over to the side and click add to server. Now, what this allows you to do is choose which Midjourney account you want to add it to. I have two different ones, one for the Patreon peeps and then one for the actual account for myself, and I call it the Hexa server. So I can add it there. Now, in this case, I've already added it into mine, so I won't need to necessarily do that again because, once again, it's already set up as well. And what you're going to see is you're going to get this little information right here. Most of the time, it starts off as general, and you can rename and create as many channels as you want. So you can see some of the generations that I've made in the past. This is actually something using Crypto Stylist. So shout out to Crypto Stylist. I made a couple of images in her image. I went ahead and made a couple in Richard Hart. These are some of the images I've made in the past. You can see the information that I'm typing in order to get it. So what we actually have is you would just click create channel and come in here and name it whatever you want. So you can name it test channel and just keep it simple. You could either make it private. I just leave it as is because someone would have to actually have access to the Discord channel in order to actually join this. But the very first thing you want to do is learn the commands. So what I do is go into settings. And the reason why I go into settings is there's going to be a couple of different things you're going to want to change. For the most part, this is running on the current model, which is Midjourney model 5.2 or version 5.2. They have a Niji model, which is very anime oriented, if you like that style. And then, of course, they have the different variations from Midjourney all the way from 5.1, 5.0, version 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you can definitely check these out and see which style works best for yourself. I have it just set to the normal Midjourney 5.2 at this point in time, but you're going to want to turn on remix mode. And the main reason why you're going to want to turn on remix mode is because when you come in here, you're going to be given the ability to see these images right away, And you'll also be given these options to either upscale the images or change the image if you want to change it yourself, or just re-roll it for an all new set of images right here. So let me see what's going on. Damn, I needed this stream. Sup, fam? How you doing, Alan Fizame? Much love to you, my brother. So that's the very first thing that you would do. You set up you connect the Midjourney account to a Discord. You go from a Discord to a private server, so that way you can keep all of the pictures and everything yourself, so you're not getting inundated with all the additional items coming from everyone across the board. A lot of the times, if you stay in the main chat room, you'll just get cluttered up and you won't be able to find necessarily the images that you created, or if you are trying to find them, they may get lost in the sauce. You won't be able to go back and grab them easy. So you always want to first make sure you add it to your own server. Make your own server. Very simple to do in Discord, not that difficult at all. And in fact, you can actually change any of these servers as well by going up here and changing a whole bunch of information. I can create a channel, and this is what we're doing right here by going through and creating a channel. So that's the very first step you're going to want to do, is turn on remix mode. And the main reason why is, again, I've stated in the past, but you want the ability to change the different versions. So if y'all have some items that y'all are wanting to create, feel free to throw them at me. I'm happy to do stuff with y'all live at the same time. I'm happy to show this stuff live at the same time as well. This is, again, AI centric focused, and what we're actually on what we're doing. So this is going to be kind of a fun little thing. So next, what you do is, after the remix mode is turned on, you're going to want to type in Imagine. Now, Imagine is going to allow you to insert a prompt. This is massive because most of the time you're going to need some sort of prompt idea. So you can just say a vector image of a wolf, and I'll just keep it simple. And you can just leave it like that. We can get into the details in a second of what it's going to pop up, but it's going to give me 4 options. And the reason why it's going to give me 4 options is because, again, whenever I go into settings, I actually have it to where it will give me the option to see the high variation mode along with remix mode at the same time. So this is something that, if you don't have a paid subscription, you will only be able to do a certain amount of generations with the Midjourney Discord area. So we're going to be talking into a couple of more free ones that are actually out there as well. So that way y'all don't even have to worry about anything. But you can see these are the images that we created just from that little prompt. And of course, if I like any of these images, I can then go through and make it a little bit better. So let's just say I like the very first image, because I do like the very first image the most out of all the ones that were created. Wagwan, this is a cool stream, fam. I appreciate that, Daddy Hexler. So right away, I'm going to be getting this image. And again, you can see it's upscaled to a pretty decent amount. So if I click save image, it will allow me to, once again, save the image, and I will just save it right there. You can see some of the downloads that I've had in the past. What I do is, if I really, really, really like this image, and I really like it, and I want to upscale it to make it even better, even more crisp, is I go to another website called upscale.media. Maybe I'll make a list of some AI websites if y'all needed to. But again, hopefully y'all can see the website name is at the very top, upscale.media in this scenario. So I can click on upload an image, and it'll populate all the choices that I have available. I can go ahead and choose the wolf image once again and choose the one with all the cars, I guess. And so let's just knock out this little captcha. And I knew that was going to, I hate captchas because it's like that had all the cars. But anyways, long story short, I believe you can get up to 2 free image upscales per day using upscale.media. They used to allow 30, which is quite a bit. And you're going to see the difference here. So I'm going to actually upscale it once again to a 4x to make it even more crisp as well. We're going to zoom in on this just so that way y'all can see things a little bit easier once it actually comes into play. So from here, you can see we've done a pretty good job. Now, I actually want to enhance the quality as well. So I'm going to click on. Yes, thank you, Alan Fizame. Much love. Been using it lately. Been able to restore some low resolution photos I had from my Motorola Razr in 2004. This thing does a phenomenal job, y'all, and I truly mean phenomenal. So this already looked like a pretty good image. Look how much more crisp it is here. And you can see the original versus the AI upscale. So if you were to enhance this photo or try to enlarge it, normally you would just see a lot of those pixelations because again the image quality isn't quite up to scale. The AI upscale does a phenomenal job refining, making everything nice, crisp, easy to see, and you can see the difference in the eye alone. So now whenever I go through here, I can actually download this image, and I believe again you can get up to 2 images per day if you don't have any sort of plan. You can always join their plan as well for their pricing. You can definitely check it out and see what works best for you. There are other image websites as well, and we'll just kind of show you one once again. It's called I Love Image, which love is spelled out, so ILOVEIMG.com. And what it allows you to do is actually do the same thing for upscaling your images. These are all AI, by the way, as well. This is why I'm a big fan of AI. So let's just kind of compare and contrast these two images. Let's go through and make this a 4x bigger image once again. So it's going to go ahead and enhance the upscale of the photo. It'll add all the AI quality and touch to it. You can see the original and the before. So again, pixelated, not pixelated, pixelated, not pixelated. This makes a lot more sense, I guess, if I actually was to download these images. So let me go through here and actually download real fast. I'll stop sharing the screen for a brief moment. That way, once it actually populates, it will show me, and I can pull these two options up for what y'all can see. The very first image was the upscale.media. And then let me go through here and open up this one as well. Okay, cool. So they are very, very close to being almost identical. Whoops, let me go back in here, share the overall main screen for this one, and that way y'all can see. So right away, you're going to see two different images of the wolf. On the right, we use upscale.media. On the left, we use the I Love IMG. So one thing you can see is, again, if I start enhancing on this, it doesn't get blurry, it doesn't get crisp. And again, we're going to go through and do the same thing over here. In fact, I think the I Love IMG image actually came and enhanced it slightly more. To be fair, it added a little bit of extra details in here. You can see, whoops, why don't I don't want to, okay, let me just zoom out just a smidge for whatever reason. Oh, I just need to scroll the bar down here. Okay, cool. So if I actually was to come on down here, you can see it added this little white little line for the eye. It wasn't originally quite there. It did look like it just kind of added some of this. This is the I Love Image side over on the left, the upscale.media on the right. So you can see they changed just a little bit on there. Overall, I think they both did a freaking phenomenal job, though, to be fair. So again, I'm just going to kind of close this information out. I wanted to share that with y'all because I Love Image currently doesn't seem to have a limit as to how many times you can use it. So if you were familiar with using upscale.media before, maybe you can come and learn how to, or maybe you can go and learn the love of I Love Image as well. So that's going to be the first step that we're going to do. So that's all going through this Midjourney and Discord information on here. I'm going to stop on this one and go back right here once again, screen share, and go back into the Discord primarily. So that'll be the very first one. Again, if y'all want, y'all are more than happy to wait, can we enhance Loch Ness Monster mythical creature photo? Yo, I love that, Alan Fizme. That's actually pretty funny, not gonna lie. So this is the very first thing you can do. Now, sometimes if it's not an area that you want, the reason why you want to also have on the remix mode is because you're going to be getting this very region mode now. Now, very region, what it does is it allows you to choose a portion of the photo that you actually want to change. So say, for example, I wanted to change, let's just say the eyes on it. And let's just say, make them, let's just go here, vector with, what color eyes should I do? Blue eyes. We'll just do blue eyes for now. So I can come in here and I can actually change this little area, and then I can actually go through, it'll go and do a remix of that once again for the region. It should keep everything else on the photo the same, and then it should actually populate the same vector image of the wolf, but instead of the yellowish golden eyes, it's going to end up generating it with the blue eyes. So here we're going to have this done in just a moment. While that's waiting though, well, I guess I'll just wait just a moment. So while it's waiting, if y'all again have any images that y'all want, y'all are more than happy to check it out. You can see the images that it did create out of the options that we had. Most of the items are the same. Some of them look very similar and very similar to the overall aspect because that's what we're looking for. And then you choose what area that you want. So this is how you can actually really start making the photo your own. If you're looking for different details, if you're looking for different areas to be done, this actually allows you to do all of that as well. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense as to different photo ideas, different prompt ideas, and everything as what we can do. So once we get the Discord set up, we're actually going to have also a couple of different items too. So I mentioned Midjourney is a paid service. If you don't want to use Midjourney, perfectly fine. Leonardo is going to be another thing that you can actually come and go to for this Leonardo.ai. You can see they have different styles in here. So you can actually choose right from the very beginning what kind of prompt you actually want to be making it into your own images. So say, for example, I really like this let's just kind of go through and see which ones kind of catch my attention. I like the bunny, cute animal creatures. So I can actually generate with this model in here. Now from here, you're actually going to be given, I believe it's 150 tokens per day for Leonardo.ai, which should cover you for quite a bit of stuff. So if I actually wanted to, I can actually come in here and change this to a cute animal character. So again, a vector, we're just going to kind of keep the same thing, a vector style of a wolf, and see what ends up happening. Now, again, you choose the number of images on the left. So if y'all are needing to, I can go through and make this 4. Now, keep this in mind. The more images that you choose, the more tokens that you're going to end up using as well. If you look over on the right side, you will see number of tokens this will use is 24. If I just lower it down to 4 images, I'll use 12 tokens. Again, you can see if you go up to the very top that it resets at the same UTC time as we get paid in T-shares. So keep that in mind as well for anyone who is interested in crypto. So if I click on the vector style of a wolf, I'm just going to make it very simple and easy. It's going to generate the same little items in here. Typically, they take about 15 to 20 seconds on average for an image to populate. So once I actually get going in that, you can really start making things a whole lot different, go into prompt magic, go into a whole lot of stuff. So you can see we got some really cool images of a wolf. You can see all these different styles. If y'all are liking any of these styles, you can really start customizing all of this yourself. And not only do they have this available on Leonardo.ai, the main website that you see. There we go. Let me just type that into the chat. So if anyone's needing to know what it is, I'm just going to have that sent through the chat as well. So Leonardo.ai is the next one that you can go to. Again, you're going to be given a certain amount of credits. I would consider this almost free for the most part. If you find that you're just generating so many images that you love this stuff, then feel free to go ahead and create a subscription with Leonardo.ai. None of this is affiliated. I don't have any links with them or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. You can go through and change prompt magic, which will actually help provide a little bit of a better prompt. You can come in here. It'll render a pipeline that has a far greater prompt adherence, higher image fidelity, and can improve the output with any chosen model. It does cost some additional tokens when you end up doing this. So you can see this costs 12 tokens to generate these 4 images. If I was to turn this on right now, it's going to end up costing 20 tokens instead of the 12. And then same thing, if I turn on photo reel, you can only choose one or the other. If I'm trying to change depth of field, if I'm trying to make stuff really interesting, especially like portrait photo, for example, that's one way of doing it too. It's going to take 20 tokens. We're just going to go through and click on this little prompt magic and generate this once again. Since my number's about to re-up anyways here in a second, I now have 90 tokens remaining. You can see it does take on average about 15 to 20 seconds to actually get this done. So when you finish all of this, this is the second little website that you can use. You can also end up creating the Discord channel as well. This has the exact same thing in Discord, which will allow you to do it. However, you can't necessarily add it to your own personal server, but what you can do is message the Leonardo thing directly. You will need to change the settings in here in order to message the channel. So if I come over to channel, let me go in here, and scroll on down. and go into professional chat. So let's just see what we end up seeing here. Image share, cool. So we're gonna get some images right here, right from the jump. Now, easy thing to do is typically find one that says Leonardo.ai, and I can actually choose that particular one. You can see some of the images people have created, just going through and making them, which is why I don't really necessarily like going through and doing the public style so much. So I would much rather prefer to just use the main website for Leonardo.ai. It kind of allows me to get it done. You can see the different images in here as well. I really like this one quite a bit, as a matter of fact, and this one. But you can really start customizing in here. You can choose the smooth images. You can edit for what you want. So if I click edit in Canvas, this allows me to even go through even more detail. I'm just going to kind of go through here, and I can actually really start getting quite a bit technical whenever I do it. It's called in painting and out painting, and I can really start changing a whole bunch of information in here. If I really wanted to change something in particular, like maybe have a white nose or maybe a blue nose or something like that, you can really start getting crazy with what you're actually looking at doing. So I'm going to go ahead and exit right here just to keep it simple. The next one I want to discuss is Blue Willow. Blue Willow is something that I used in the very beginning when I first started learning about the Midjourney and everything way. So let me just find out the one where, again, I have some channel. My gosh. Where did it go? Blue Willow. Cool. So Blue Willow is another one that allows you, this is completely free, by the way. Blue Willow is 100% free. So if you're wanting to use the Blue Willow thing, you definitely can. And then what you're going to want to do is, I don't think you can add this one to server. I'm going to see if you can now. So real quick, let me just add this in, because once again, I like my information to be more so available just for me and not so much into what we're trying to do here. I need to zoom out so I can see what the caption is supposed to be. Okay, cool. So I need the Christmas tree or whatever this is. Fitting, it's a tree. Okay, cool. So yep, it added the information over to the server. So I can now come over to my server, and you can see the items that I have over on my server right now are Blue Willow, Midjourney bot, and they also have something called in-face swap, which we're going to talk about here in just a moment as well. So these are just a few items. Now, again, the Blue Willow is a free one. A lot of the commands are the same. So if you end up choosing the Blue Willow, keep in mind the Midjourney has the little boat icon. Blue Willow has this icon. So again, it's the same imagine prompt that you would end up typing. But if, again, you wanted to go through Midjourney, choose this. If you wanted to go through Blue Willow, choose this. So I'm going to choose the exact same thing, vector image of a wolf. And we're just going to kind of compare, once again, the difference between maybe Blue Willow and the difference between you can be a Blue Willow Hill, subscribed. Okay, cool. I don't need that. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to dismiss this one right here, and it's going to generate a prompt, I believe. Exciting prompt. Stay tuned for results. Okay, cool. So while that's waiting and while that's going through, I wanted to kind of show you. Okay, cool. So here's what the actual images that it came out with are. You can see it's not quite as crisp. I am a fan of Midjourney and a fan of Leonardo.ai. Blue Willow, though, allows you to get creative, and you can type in as many different prompts as you want. There is no limit to how many prompts you can do with with Blue Willow. So keep that in mind. If this is something that you're wanting to partake in, you definitely can partake in it as well. Let me see what else we have. I think it's just saying that Blue Willow joined. Okay, cool. The last one I wanted to say, or not last one, I got plenty to talk about today. So, God, let me know. Bro, we live and we live in a matrix. Christmas tree, really? Yeah, for real, bro. Like, for real. So these are some of the items that I ended up doing. So you can see I made one of Richard Hart's face in here. And what that is actually this photo right here. But what I did is you can actually have an app called Insight Face Swap. And you can see it's all right here for this Insight Face Swap. I added it to my server already. And you have these commands right here. So I can actually save this ID or save any ID really. And one of the IDs that I saved was RH. So if I was to come in here, and you can see I uploaded his photo for it to be saved as his ID. So let me just find a different photo. And I believe I made one of him being the nice little Doctor Strange style. So let's just go in here and choose upscale 1. I want to show you what happens when you choose Insight Face Swap. So this is the normal image that I end up getting right now. At this point in time, I do need to save it only because the main image that it has is my own face, which is where you see the images that you see on my information. Good. Great stuff, ATX. Thanks for sharing and explaining. Of course, Logi33. I had a few people ask just in recent times, like, hey, how do you go about doing this kind of stuff? And of course, I want to make sure that we get all this done as well. So let me actually go to swap ID or set ID real fast because I want to make this a little different. Well, I guess I can just choose swap. So what I'm going to do is choose swap ID. So it's already got the it's already got the name. So in this case, I would choose RH. Now, the way you can do this without going through and doing all this real fast is you choose set ID, and it allows you to actually upload a photo of the person that you actually want. So let me actually come in here and choose, or yeah, save ID. There you go. So you can come in here and say, hey, I want to save this image of whoever. If it's yourself, if it's your friend, if it's anyone that you know, you can come in here, upload a photo of them and rename it whatever you'd like. So in this case, I uploaded a photo of Richard Hart. I put the ID name as RH, and then I upload that information. It will then save his file. I believe you can have up to 30 names saved, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have near that much at this point in time, so I'm not that crazy. But I can go to swap ID, and all I have to do is choose RH because I've already set the RH as well. So I can come in here and choose the particular photo of Doctor Strange, which is, where'd you go? Um, Show me all the photos. Okay, I must have not saved it. Yeah, 1 second here. Let me go back and save this one because I must have not saved it. So let me come in here, save image. Okay, cool. Yeah, I must have just gotten impatient or something. So I'm just going to save that real quick. And now it's actually got it saved. And now I can come in here to choose that particular image from my downloads. Come on. Come on, Clevis. Work, computer. The AI is taking over. It's too much to handle. Well, okay, cool. Since that doesn't want to load that way, let me just go through and do it the old school way where I just select it myself. So I'm just going to drag and upload the photo into it. And again, I've already got the information on here saved. So I click over to the right and simply click on swap. Now, what this does is it's going to take the face of this particular entity of Doctor Strange, and you can see it actually made it into a face of our man, Richard Hart. This is just one of the things it can do. You can do this many times. I believe you get up to 50 per day for the swap ID function. There's many different apps that allow you to do the exact same thing as well. So really interesting information and really interesting stuff out there to kind of get going. The next one I wanted to discuss is a website called ideogram.ai. These are all focused on image generation. Now, there are many different items out there for AI right now. In this video today, we are simply discussing the image generation side of things. So I can come in here and choose anything that I want. Now, the downside to ideogram.ai, now again, I'll choose the main website. You can see how it's spelled as it is right there. I will do the same thing and leave a link. Do Biden Obama swap because that's happening anyways. All right, cool. Let me see if I can do that real fast. So hold on. So we're gonna go to here, type in a picture of Joe Biden, and let's come back in here. And again, I'm just gonna go to images and just find one of his face. So pretty simple stuff. Oh yeah, good face right there. Here we go. Save image. Joe. Cool. So that's saved now. We're going to choose one for this one. And this is going back to the Discord over here. So all I have to do is just say, imagine, and then just type in Obama. I'll just type in President Obama. I don't know if there's more Obamas out there, but I'll type in President Obama just to make it simple. And that way it recognizes it maybe a little bit easier. This is going to be very interesting. So I actually want to click Save ID because we're going to upload the image of our man, Joe Biden, JB, who's, senile and everything like that. So we're going to come in here, choose the image of JB, which is right here, upload that photo. And again, I'm just going to rename it the issue of Joe Biden, or JB is what I have it saved as. These are some of the items and faces that were generated on the Midjourney side. So I'm going to come in here and choose on, We'll just choose the fourth one here just to make it simple. Very similar style and stature in terms of the previous photo. So if I choose this one from now, I can actually save this image once again. And once that is saved, come in here and click swap ID. So I can click on JB for Joe Biden, as you all know. Yeah, of course. Yeah, this should be fun. This should be very fun. Whoops. We're actually going to be doing the other photo of Biden. Where'd Obama go? Why are things not saving right now? Am I just going too fast for it? Is that what's happening? Okay, let me try once again. Save image. Okay, says it's downloaded, so perfect. So if I come on into, there you go, it did save it right there. Come on over into here. There we go. Okay, it did have it saved. I just didn't see it because I'm blind as a bat. So again, I'm going to swap between these two. Click on swap and let it do its thing. Let's take a little gander. Oh my God, that's ugly. That is ugly. But you kind of get the idea behind it. Oh my God, that's so bad. So bad. Now, this is just a fun little thing that we ended up doing. Obama is in his mansion in Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, of course. Yeah, what's up, man? What's going on, Hex to the Moon? How you doing, my friend? If y'all have other stuff that y'all want to see, I'm happy to check it out as well. These are just fun little stuff to check out that I'm sharing with everyone because I think this information and technology is absolutely incredible. Folks, you have to understand AI is advancing very rapidly, right? And so, like, just breaking it down from what we're actually seeing, AI has actually allowed the ability for some people to find medical diagnoses that many doctors weren't able to find. One example is a child who was having severe back pain over many months and saw many different doctors overall, and not one of them was able to actually generate the diagnosis properly to actually fix it. When the kid actually typed in, or the parents typed in all this information into Chat GPT, which y'all may have heard that before as well, that actually came up with what the diagnosis was and what it could be, or the prognosis could be. And they took it to a doctor. The doctor evaluated it, said, yes, this is it. They performed surgery, and then boom, the kid's back to getting back to normal and healthy, and the actual problem has been solved. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, exactly. Looks like Bush. I like that love child. Yeah, facts. So the next one I wanted to share on this one was ideogram. Ideogram's another fun one that allows you to do a lot of stuff. Now, this one, they currently only have it through the website. So if you see some information, one thing I love about this is if you're just trying to get ideas, phenomenal place to come get some ideas from. So if you really like, for example, this style, another one that ideogram allows it to do is do very good when it comes to words. Something that Midjourney, Blue Willow, Leonardo, those image generation sites have a problem with is creating the words properly. But ideogram does a phenomenal job doing the words. So you can see, like on this one, the prompt literally says 80s style t-shirt design, a blue chihuahua wearing 70s glasses, vibrant illustration poster, conceptual art with the text, always take the scenic route. And look at what the text says. Always take the scenic route. They nailed it on this one. And you can see not only did they do that, you can see they missed always take the, so it missed the on this one, but it does a phenomenal job, y'all. Always take the scenic route. So again, a little bit off on this one, but you can come in here and remix this as many times as you want. So I can come in here and just click remix, type in the same thing for generate, and it'll give me the exact same ability to do the same thing. So if you're wanting to create some fun images in regards to some memes or something like that, this could be a website for you, friends. So again, this is an item that's actually loading. You can see the images that it's loading right now. So always, you can see it's take missing a little bit, has 2 E's. Always take the scenic route. It says take the twice. Always take the scenic route. And then it has a little bit of an issue here. Always take the scenic route, and it looked like they nailed it on the last one. So you would then click on this one. You would choose heart to make sure that, again, that it actually loved it quite a bit. I'm not going to worry about doing that right now, but this is something that you can do, and you can just keep on generating. This is completely free. You may have to wait a little bit for you to fall in line, or for your line to actually come in place. But what a tool for anyone who is wanting to create some posters, some t-shirt designs. You can get absolutely wild with some of this stuff as well. The next one I wanted to discuss is Civit.ai. Now, I will give you fair warning, folks. This website can be vulgar, and I mean show all sorts of obscenities, all sorts of crazy stuff. So just know that ahead of time. You're going to see some things that are way past the eye levels of a kid should ever see. So if you are a child, use wisely. What you want to do is actually choose on the blur mature content. If I did not have that on right now, I'm guaranteeing I'm seeing ass, titties, dick, seeing it all. Seeing it all, y'all. Seeing it. This thing creates wild images. And you can actually come in here and search for certain images as well. So if you're actually wanting to see something like Obama, for example, like we just did a little search on, I'm sure other people have most likely somehow, for whatever reason, tried to make pictures of this man, and they sure as heck have. And so you can come in here and see all these different photo designs and actually get it done. This is a fun one here, right? I wonder what it's going to do to Joe Biden's face if I end up getting this. So I'm going to try to save this. I want to try to see if the I've never tried it on a what is this called? Caricature on this one, where I've never done that for the face swap. So now I'm kind of curious to see what happens. So let's just see if I go to swap. Once again, we're going to do JB for Joe Biden. We're going to come in here and choose on the caricature of the Obama style photo. Why are you not freaking loading? What is going on? Okay, well, one second. Come back in here. Oh, it's still downloading. Okay, cool. I'm trying to upload the most recent Patreon video, by the way. That was an absolute blast. They're watching ATX. Yeah, for sure. Well, that's what I get for making these photos right now. All of a sudden, my computer is just going to get seized for whatever reason, because, you know, that's just what the government can do and what they like to do. They just come in and step on the ground a little bit more than they want. So while that's loading and while we're waiting on that to come through, give me just a second, because yeah, for whatever reason, like I said, I don't know if it's because I have an upload going in the background right now that's causing the issue of the computer to go a little bit slower than it normally does. There it goes. It's got the photo right there. So I can come back into here and I can choose that particular photo. So let's just go ahead and drop that in. Boom. All right. My God. Yeah, my computer is just doing all sorts of fun stuff right now. So we're going to let it do its thing. There we go. Go back and share screen once again. Cool. So we got the screen share on. Now this is again trying to see if it's going to do a face swap for a caricature. Again, I've never tried this before, so I'm curious to see what ends up happening as well. They just aren't doing this man no justice, right? No justice at all. To be fair, he's not doing us any justice either. So yeah, that's just one of those fun ones that you can do. But again, this is one of the more recent ones, is Civit.ai. So if y'all have some items, yeah, oof is right. If y'all have some items that you're wanting to see on here, you can actually come in and we can escape out of some of these informations on here. They got a lot of different photos. If you're just trying to see prompts, styles, and you're trying to get some ideas into how to make it work, what they do is on the right side, they actually put all of the prompt that they use in here. And you can just type in this prompt, for example, into a Midjourney app or something along that line. So you can see it looks like they had a hard time typing President of the United States of America and all that good stuff. And so that's just one of those, as you kind of end up doing it, you can see some negative prompts, some positive prompts, and how it actually ends up working. Phenomenal information is available on those items here. Now, what I like to do is I use another website, and this is actually coming from a docs spreadsheet. I will share in the chat to anyone who is watching right now. Yeah, Alan Pismay is getting a good old laugh on that one. This is a Google Doc spreadsheet, so you can actually get a lot of different photo IDs of different styles in here. So if you're liking some realistic tigers, for example, or a Bengal tiger, some hawks, some eagles, they have one where you can actually bust out the information over here, which is called, I believe it's called bust out mode, right? If I'm not mistaken. Showcasing intricate details, mechanical, okay, I believe this is called a bust out, where it just kind of does like this whole expansion and it shows you the ins and outs of an item. This is something that's pretty cool that you can actually end up seeing. and just kind of go through and get some ideas. If you like some art styles, if you like the images, if you like some photos, again, this is available to everyone as well. I just went ahead and threw that in the chat to anyone who might be wanting to get it done too. There's another website called Anthropic, or you can actually go to Cloud, which is CLAUDE.ai, or type in Anthropic in Google, whichever way works for you. And this is very similar to ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT ends up getting a lot of the images where you can come in here and get a lot of different items in here. So I can do a Midjourney prompt and I can say, here's all the information I'd like to see. And I can copy this and type it into Midjourney. I can do the same exact thing using Cloud as well, which is cloud.ai. I can type this information. You can upload PDFs in here. One thing I love about Anthropic or cloud.ai is I can upload a PDF in here and say, give me the bullet point versions of everything discussed. And you can actually see if I come over here where I can just say summarize document, this will pull up a scenario, for example, of what happened within a decision of a Supreme Court between Brown versus the Board of Education. And it'll give me all the bullet points of everything actually going on. It gives me questions, answers. It gives me all this information if I ever wanted to. Big fan of this over ChatGPT. Again, it is free at this point in time for now. So keep that in mind. If you want to go through and benefit from that as well, you definitely can. Another website is hyperwriteai.com. You can actually come in here, and right now this is free for up to 15 generations per month. So keep that in mind. This Hyperwrite will actually do stuff like order fucking pizza for you. It'll actually do a whole personal assistance where it'll go through your web browser. It'll choose, like, if you say order a pizza for me, if you use it through an app that you have it connected on your Google account, for example, it'll go through and go to Domino's. It'll type in the pizza that you want to get. It'll put in the order. You can do all of that, and it'll be done with AI. So big fan of this as well. And this is all in the infancy stages of these items. You have to understand, folks, these are all in the infancy stages right now. Yes. Cloud. So it's Claude. It's CLAUDE. So it's I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I imagine it's considered to be Cloud or Claude AI. But it's right here. And I sent it in the chat as well. So there you go, Alan Fizme. Much love to you for all the support that you have as well. And to anyone out there who's watching this channel, this is an AI focused area. This is branching out a little bit. I'm going to have some fun, maybe make it to where Sundays we do AI focused stuff. And obviously I primarily do crypto discussions, focusing on everything as well. Of course, I got you, AFAM. So that is available to everyone. That way y'all know. Now, there are two really freaking cool websites. If you are into the AI world, these are the two main websites that I would actually suggest you start learning on, or you start getting familiar with as well. And the first one is futuretools.io. This is made by someone who does a lot of This is done by someone who does a lot of AI content, and his channel is only focused on AI. So what's really freaking cool about it, and again, to anyone who wants to know how to pronounce it, it's Claude, CLAUDE.ai. That way y'all have an idea as well. There are two websites that you can do. The first one is called futuretools.io. We've gone through this, or maybe I've looked at this in the past with some few individuals, but they do a very easy job of what you're looking for. So if you like AI detection, if you like text to speech, if you like gaming, if you want prompt guides, text to video, avatars, copywriting, generated video. They have music on here, social media, finance, image improvement. They have so many different things in here, and you can select if it's free, if it's freemium, if it's a Google Colab, open source, or if it's only paid. So I can select free, for example. Say I really wanted to discuss some music. In this instance, I can click on music. It'll give me a ton of different websites that all do music type information. So again, if you're ever curious as to like this information, this is a great little item you can do. Vocal remover. So if you're trying to make karaoke of certain songs, you can actually go in here and click on vocal remover. And if I had a song downloaded, I would play it. But what's awesome about it is this allows it to be truly a free thing, where I can go to the vocal remover website right here in particular. And once I go on here, it'll actually pull up the information of what I'm trying to do. and you can see all this information. If I wanted to browse files, I don't believe I have a song right now at this point in time to do this on, but let me see if I happen to have a song. Here we go. We got an MP. Nope. 3 minutes. Here we go. So this is a song that is available on here. And again, I'm actually going to want to hear this myself. So I actually want to put on a little headset also here. So it's got the AI processing the information. This is so freaking cool, guys. AI is going to definitely change the world. This is why I'm a big, big fan of AI. I've always loved it since I first discovered it. Always have been an absolute blast in here. So again, if I was to go through and click on and turn on the actual vocal on here. This one's a little dubstep song, so it's not really going to have any vocals. But you can see if I remove the vocal, it actually gets rid of that completely. Again, boom, you can see the difference right here. So if I actually want to make a whole track, it does break down the BPMs if you're an audio designer. I'm going to turn this down a little bit, so I don't know if you can even hear me right now, but it does the audio file. It tells you what the BPM is on here. It does a ton of different stuff. I can do things into different items in here. So I can have music, vocal, video, bass, drums. I can actually break it down onto each of these items in here too. So let's just pull up that same exact song once again, just to see what's going on. Too many requests for my IP address. Consider becoming a Patreon. Okay, cool. So this is one of those things that as I started going through and doing it, I think I may have a timer or something along that line, or maybe this is a paid program in here. I don't exactly know. I haven't played with it too much, but a lot of the times I can choose a recording over a song too. So if you have a song, you make it into an instrumental, it'll then actually record your voice over a song. There's so many freaking good things in here, and I'm not going to add the microphone on here, but there's so many cool freaking things on here. I wanted to share this information. This is all available starting on futuretools.io is the first place you would actually end up going to. The second place you can go to for your AI information is a website called futurepedia.io. This information will allow you to do the same thing, a little bit harder to see the filters, but if I'm trying to see free, I would just select free right here. I can then select what I'm seeing in here: audio editing, avatars. I can do copywriting. I can do design assistance, e-commerce, email assistance. I can do healthcare, gift ideas, general writing, image generator. I can do all this information. Once again, they have a music information on here as well. So you can see all of the tools are actually down here if you're actually wanting to go check some of this stuff out, and it filters out what you're looking for. So futurepedia.io, futuretools.io. These are going to be probably the two main websites that I would suggest that anyone who is involved in the AI world, who is involved in the AI scene, who is wanting to learn more information and more websites to check out on these AI platforms, go check it out. A lot of the times you can log in with your Google account. Typically, what I recommend for anyone who is joining this information is to go and create a separate Google account to allow you to connect to all of these different things, because you probably will end up getting some spam email. And if you're a person like many other individuals that I know that don't like checking their spam or don't even like checking their email, and they have like 70,000 email messages or something crazy, then keep in mind you're probably going to have a little bit more if you end up doing it and just logging in through Google on all of these sites. So make a separate Google account. They're free. They're here for everyone to check out. And I wanted to share those main websites to anyone who's wanting to go check it out. What else do we have in here? Oh, this never download the result. This never swapped. Okay, cool. What else do we have in here? Then we got that was done. Remix my face. Okay, cool. So let's just check something out here. Let's click on remix. I want to try something out. This is another website that I just recently found on here called Remix My Face. So I wanted to see if I could become a Marvel character in particular. So generating images can sometimes take up to 30 seconds. So I'm going to let it do its thing real fast. And while it's doing that, let me see what other information that we have as well. So again, Leonardo.ai is one of the websites you can go to. They have a phenomenal image generation in here. If you're needing some prompt designs, again, this does in fact use tokens. So I've already used some of the tokens today. And it'll reset here in 10 minutes. Y'all can see again, it resets every 0000 UTC time, which in my case is, well, not in everyone's cases, it's in 10 minutes from now. So you can come in here and really get a good idea of seeing some prompt generations. So if I'm wanting to see a vector style of wolf, I would type that in for a basic prompt idea. I would choose how many prompts I want to generate. And you can see I can click on uh, ideate or ideate, and it'll give me all this information in here. I can then click on generate. It'll populate all the images in here. And I'm just trying to use up the prompts for today. That's, since I have them, I might as well use them type deal. And then I can come on down, click on prompt generation again. It saves them all as well. So I can click on the next one, and then I can click on the next one and click on the next one and click on the next one. So these are just fun little items in here to allow. Okay, I do have to do one at a time. So unfortunately, I forgot. I guess I got a little impatient there. But let me come in here. A fierce wolf standing atop a rocky cliff rendered in a bold vector style. Perfect. So that's what I ended up making the image into. Now it's got the look. These are freaking awesome, man. What? These are freaking awesome. I love this stuff, y'all. I absolutely love this stuff. My God, the ears are a little bit weird on here, right? But I mean, for these for free, this is generating for free in the span of like 30 seconds. What a cool little photo of a wolf howling at the moon. Yes, 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 please. Again, the wolf over here looking into the moon. I can go back into the prompt design if I wanted to and see some other information. So maybe I don't want that one. Maybe I want this one down here. Maybe I can choose any of these other ones. I highly advise just going through and checking this stuff out, though, y'all. It looks like Balto. Yeah, maybe that's why I love it so much. Reminds me of the good old Balto type deal. And I also just love dogs and wolves and everything in general. So I think no matter what, I'm going to quite love it. You can see the eyes are a little bit weird on here for what they end up getting. It's a little bit more realistic. It's still standing on top of rock cliff right here. All of them have 4 legs. Big fan of that. One thing you do want to look at, sometimes these little photos will be slightly off, like this one right here. It's kind of missing. There's something happened with the back of the leg right here. So what you would end up doing is going in here and choosing some items. I can remove the background, or I can go through and actually truly mess with some of the items in here if I wanted to go through and kind of upgrade some of this stuff. So that's a lot of stuff that I just kind of discussed in that one right there. The last one that I'll discuss with you, and it's not really so much an AI software for anyone, but I think it's great for people who are wanting to make thumbnails, photos, and everything like that. It's called photop.com. Now, photop.com is like Photoshop, but online and for free. So if you don't want to pay for Adobe, you can go to a website called photop.com. It'll actually allow you to go through here, create different layers. So I can get rid of some of this other stuff in here. So you can see I can actually make it to where it's just this image. I can make it to where it's just that image. I can make it to where it's just that. Or, of course, I can bind them all together. And I can really start making my own design in here. I'm a big fan of everything on this because I can come in here. This was the video that I made today. And you can see as I go through here, I can actually get rid of some of the other stuff because I just made a quick little video on here. So if I just wanted to have different layers, I can do the different layers. If I wanted to have some of this done, I can go through here and just select it all. Very simple, very easy to learn. There's a ton of different videos out there showing this information about how to use photop.com. Now, photop, it's photo, just like you would take a photo, and then P is PEA. So like a green pea, I guess, is what I would describe it as. So photop.com. So let's just go to new real fast if I can. Cancel. Click on up here. Go new. Just so it takes me back to the main thing. So when you first open up photop.com, what it does is it actually will populate this information on here. It will give you different template designs, of course. You can upgrade. You can change the width, the height, change the pixels. You can change all this information. Make the background a certain color right from jump. I can go through here and choose different sizes that are already preset. So if I wanted to choose something for the iPhone X or the iPhone 12, for example, or anything like that, it'll go through and have different sizes on here. Or I can just go through and do normal sizes on here, photos, that kind of stuff. So they already go through and do all this for the most part. Very easy to see, very easy to learn. Again, photop.com is the name of this particular website to anyone who is wanting to customize some of the art that they end up making. Now, we went through a bunch today, folks. Like, we really did. And I appreciate all of y'all sticking around. This has just been a fun little thing for me. I'll be doing probably every Sunday, right? Sunday is a day for AI, we'll call it. And I thought about making the stream name Sunday, but with AI instead of AY at the end. I just didn't think that was going to be perceived as understood as to what it meant. So, long story short, I have a lot of fun stuff. There's a lot of fun information out there for anyone to use. Many things are, in fact, free. So, don't feel like you need to pay for all of these information on here. You don't need to make it all happen. And so that way you can actually see. Oh, I know, bro. Definitely off topic, real fast. If you're in crypto, I'll leave this up for just like a split second on here, because this is some crazy time. If you are in crypto and you're wanting to transact on the network at this point in time, what you can see is the Ethereum GUI right now is sitting at 8. These are the times when you want to transact, folks. You want to transact if you want to send crypto to someone, if you want to stake, end to stake, if you want to do anything like that, all done through the GUI side of the Ethereum portion. So I will share that real fast. But of course, Doug with the big D. Yes. Yes. Guys, so much love to y'all. Do y'all have any questions when it comes to the AI stuff? I mean, are y'all curious to want me to dive into some more information on this topic? I do plan on making many more videos on this as well. So we're gonna have a little weekly stream when it comes to AI creation, AI generation, whether it be music generation, video generation, text to video. This today was more of an image generation prompt day. I'm definitely going to dive in myself. It scares me only because it confuses me. Yeah, and there's plenty out there, Alan Fizme. Like that's what I'm saying. Funkmaster Hex, how you doing, my brother? Um, there's plenty of them out there that again, uh, if you just want to start and figure out the base level of where to go, I highly advise going to futuretools.io. I highly advise going to futurepedia.io. Both these content creators actually make quite a bit of content when it comes to AI. Futurepedia is made by Matt VidPro, so I highly advise checking out his channel if you're wanting to learn some more information when it comes to AI. The futuretools.io website is created by Mr. eFlow. I highly advise checking out his content if it's something that you're wanting to do. We're just having some fun today, though. Like overall, this is definitely something that I am very passionate about. I think there's so much availability into what's possible and where we're going to be going into the future on here. You can see some of the generations that I've done in the past, and this is just one thing I also wanted to go through and touch on real quick. So give me 1 second while I pull up something that I saw on someone's video. Who was it that made the post? Maybe it was your friend Tommy. Let me see if I can find the post real fast. This man tweets out like crazy, so I don't know if I'm going to even be able to find it, but let me see if I can find it for us. Do. Man, the man tweets. The man tweets a lot. And I know it's all set through a scheduled tweet time too, but he still has to go through and set them all up. So congrats on going through and knocking that out. Here we go. 4 minutes ago. All right, well, maybe I won't do that one in particular. Let me go through here. This dude tweets so much, man. So let me go through here and show you one last little trick you can do with Midjourney as well. So let's just say, for example, that I'm on one of these pages for the ideogram style or Leonardo style or something like that. So say, for example, I really like some of these photos in here. So if I come over on the right side, I'm going to go back and share screen. That way y'all can see. So if I really like some of these photos on here, but I can't figure out the prompt because maybe either they don't have a prompt or maybe it's not from a main website and I'm trying to figure out what kind of prompt design it is. I always love the Dachshund. So I'm going to kind of use this one as a quick example on it. So say if I really do love this particular photo, obviously I can click it. It'll give me the prompt on this particular website. But if you're on a website that doesn't have this, what I can do is click on Save Image. And once again, once that image is saved, I can then come back into, whoops, so it saved it as a web.p. So you can actually go to another fun little AI generation website called convert.io. This allows you to convert anything into anything. It's a free website. Once again, generated through AI. So I'm going to choose image converter because it saved it as a web B file. And sometimes that does not upload into Midjourney correctly on here. So I'm going to choose the Dachshund, and I'm going to say I want this to actually be a PNG instead. So I can then convert it, and then boom, it allows me to download this file. Convert.io is what you can do. How you doing, Wild SJ? Much love to you, my friend. Mooma, what's up, brother? How you doing? Here we go. Let me see if I can go back in here and see some of these messages. So once you go back into Midjourney, so say for example, I'm in here, I have that Dachshund photo, I don't know what the prompt is, I can actually go into Midjourney and type in describe. Now what describe does is it allows me to upload that particular image right into the file. So again, I converted it from a web B or web P file into a PNG. So now I can upload it directly into Midjourney, and I'm going to have it design this for me right now. Go through the image itself. It's going to try to best guess what prompt you would need to type in order to get this outcome right here. So if I really like this information, you can see some of the prompts that it went ahead and designed. I can just click imagine all right now, and I'm going to let those design itself real fast and see what they end up designing. And I'm going to go through the chat with y'all as well. So let's just go back in here. Here we go. See if you can find an AI that will help me understand Alan. Oh shoot. Vote Biden.ai. That's where you can figure me out. Oh shit, y'all are too funny. Thank you for this great info. Yeah, this is I have so much love for this. So you can see it's not even quite, and it's probably because I have it on version 5.2, unfortunately. So like the downside to it, this is where you start mixing and matching different prompts. So these are all a lot more realistic, and that's because version 5.2 in Midjourney does very good realistic images of people, of everything, and you can actually come in here and see super realistic photos, for example. So say if I come in here and were to type in some of this stuff, you can see some of these images that they create. Stunning images on here, right? Very realistic. You can have a whole lot of stuff done. But let me go back into the design for the Midjourney and see what it, again, this is the original right here. And I'm going to see what they ended up designing over here. So we got these four, not quite the same. What a cool style of a real Dachshund right here, instead of the cartoonish style of what it had previously. Let's see if it did anything on the next one. I love the fact that it makes these little ears. Yeah, that's absolutely insane right there. Love the fact that it does that automatically. It fills all this in. Again, guys, this is such cool stuff right here. These aren't even Dachshunds. These are all Chihuahuas. So you can see this one kind of got off on the prompt a little. Oh, it's a little dog. That's why they put a little dog with lots of colors on it. Got it. And then over here, you're going to have the same little thing. Now, these aren't even Dachshunds. These are more Scottish Terriers or something along that nature. But they're trying to do something. Again, I wanted to share this information because sometimes you find a really cool freaking image and it does something like this. And then what you can do is actually come back into some of these items, copy this prompt, and then go back into Leonardo, or you can go back into Ideogram, or you can go back into any of these other sites. So I can come in here and let me just go through and click on this one here. Sure. Generate using this model. Let's see what happens if I type in this information on this one. Generate. So I'm going to let it do its thing real quick and then say what's up to everyone once again. Yes, we got Wild SJ. You definitely appeared. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But folks, this is something that I'm going to be doing every single Sunday. So if y'all like this content, if you want to see more information like this, what you can do is like, share, and subscribe, of course, to the content. And normally I do discuss crypto. Once a week, we will dive into the AI world, so that way we can all learn together. This is something that we're all having a blast. These did a little bit of a better job kind of filling in some of this information using that same prompt that you can do. But you can have this down and you can just keep messing with this over and over and over again until you find something that you really, really like, until you find something that you really enjoy. And again, let me just come on back up here once again. Whoops, back up here. I want to try to see what it looks like on all of the websites that we just discussed. So I'm going to type in this one and see what this one ends up coming up with as well. This is, again, Midjourney, Leonardo, and Ideogram is what we're checking out right now. But yes, there are many different tools out there that's available for everyone to be able to use. And yeah, so this one's gonna have a nice little document and a poster style. And I guess it's because unfortunately I had one of the options selected as a poster. So this could be a really cool t-shirt design for anyone looking to make some t-shirts. Yeah, of course. Thanks for that, y'all. Appreciate that. So again, like I love this stuff. Love this stuff. Love the fact that you got a little spaceman right here. Love this information of all this stuff. This is so freaking cool, man. This is so cool. Like a Deadpool style. Like what is the splatter style? My God. Like this again, some of the people come up with phenomenal prompts on here. So I advise going through and checking out the different websites to figure out what prompts you like to use, what prompts that make sense, how to go through and figure some stuff out. Nice little Trump one as well. This could be a great one for a t-shirt, folks. Like you could literally make a t-shirt out of this design right here. What you would do is you take this and you upscale it using upscale.media or iloveimage.com. You use either one and upscale it. You can actually send it to like a blue bubble or whatever the freaking t-shirt name is called. If you don't have the information yourself, you can actually send it off and they can make a shirt design for you. So you can come up with all this design yourself. You can sell some of these photos yourself if you want to go that route. That's not something that I'm doing at this point in time. But guys, that was a fun stream. And again, we're going to be doing this every single Sunday. So much love to every single one of y'all who are here. Much love to every single one of y'all who enjoy this content. And I'm looking forward to making a lot more with you as well. Catch you next time. And until then, take care.